We are live, and thank you very much for joining this live session. Straight away, we are looking at the chart of the S&P 500. This is not the futures, this is just the regular cash one, I believe. And we closed the session of Friday the 19th at 4,220, and some experts are saying that anything below 4,180 is a bargain, and that is where we are right now. This is the S&P futures. It's just okay, at some point it was definitely a bargain, and yes, it was a bargain. Now down there sometime it was at 4,100 and something, less than 4,180 in this pre-market session. For those who have access, those who are trading right now are mostly Frankfurt and London. They are the ones that are currently trading the S&P 500 futures at the moment. So anything below 4,180 is a bargain. They're saying that the S&P 500 is likely to continue to rally, even rally beyond 4,320 as it did. We were asking in previous videos if S&P is going to rally to that sort of level. It did. It rallied up to 4,000, even beyond that, 4,327 or thereabout. But the experts are saying that there's a good chance it will even rally beyond that sort of level. There are a lot of indications that that might be the case. So we have a couple of stocks moving in this pre-market session. MSPR is one of them. It's up 26.05. Let's see who is on. Let's find out who is online. Let's find out. Just bear with me. Okay, we have 3 people online. Okay, yes. Oh yes. Hello, Nos. Yeah, how are you doing? Oh. Okay, you're pointing. You're okay. Let's see. REV. This is up 1.77%. Let's see what the short interest is. Yeah, let's get some likes. There are just 3 of us here. Let's get as much likes as we can. REV, let's see what it's saying. This shouldn't take a long time. Okay, 36.61, that is still a lot. 36.61. Let's see what it's saying on shortsqueeze.com. Okay, 35.61, pretty much the same thing. Down 41%. Okay, so far we've not seen anything. It's just up a small 1.77%. That's good. If it remains like this, little gain, and the market opens, who knows. So how did you get to know? Okay, yeah, I'm still holding BSP. Yes, obviously. There's no way you can dispose of it, but I'm still holding BSP. Sure. Absolutely, yes. And I was fortunate enough to have traded it when it was you could buy and sell it when the when the restrictions weren't in place. But I bought it. I didn't buy to trade there on from time to time. I just bought it to see what's going to happen. Yeah, yeah. Okay, Fintel Gamma Monitor. Okay, yeah, it's actually number one now. It's number one now. AMBMBK is number two. APDN number three. APRN number four. Gamma score is 99.26. Gamma squeeze score. Yeah, okay, let's see what's gonna happen. It's still holding on there. Any stock that has a challenge, financial challenge, and also has a relative amount of short interest on it, will always is likely to attract short squeezers. So that's obviously what we're facing with REV, what we're facing with BBBY as well. But I believe everybody knows that it's I mean, everybody, yeah, for now knows what they're doing. So, yeah. Just don't be the one that is going caught holding the bag as it were. And indeed, everybody knows that. So I shouldn't be drumming that up. BBBY. Okay, what is gonna get? Let's see. Okay, that's where we are. BB, it's not even there. It's not even on this list, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's what we're looking at right now. But at the same time, the reverse could be the case when the market opens. I think maybe you should probably expect BBBY to retrace some more. Given the chart around it 2 weeks ago. Not it wasn't last week. It was 2 weeks ago. Yeah, expect maybe that to be the place, and expect it to retrace more, lose more value. As you can see now, it's lost about 2% so far within a space of a few seconds. But know that it keeps on presenting the buying opportunity until it will continue to present a buying opportunity. If things die down a bit, it can. We had projections up to $25, up to $30, almost got up to $30, but the important thing is that that short interest, it's not a joke, it's not magic, it's not something, a pie in the sky. It is money locked up in the stock. So it is by far much more potent than anything promising any other company in any blue chip company is doing, because it's remote, it's not in the market, you can't reach them. But this, it has money in the stock and you can reach it. When you get involved with it, indeed, you can buy at the wrong price, and it doesn't pay you in a short term. But the fact that it has money in it will definitely attract the focus of players and market participants. Yeah. So let's get some more thumbs up. BBBY down 14.51. Okay, what we wanted to check something else here. Let's see. Yeah, 47.22% is still there. It increased actually by 2%. So, and all of this could change. When the market opens, the reverse could be the case. We've seen it before. We've seen BBBY down in the pre-market session only to reverse everything. So right now we're facing a situation, a world without Cohen. Cohen has gone away, so it is now the regular market participant who wants to get his or her hands on that 47%. That's 47% of the market cap. That's, I want to believe, probably up to $470 million. As I said earlier on, that is, there's some people are beginning to say it's not about, it's not, I mean, it's short interest or short interest is not everything. Indeed, it's not everything, but at the same time, it's as clear as day and night. If you're out there looking for things, the stocks that have huge amount of short interest in them are tangible. They are much more. They're talking real stuff. Those stocks are talking real stuff, because, like I said earlier on, they have money in it. All the other ones indeed have money, but it is the compulsion to buy back is not there. So just as you're looking at it, a lot of other people are looking at it. Those who bought short are also threatened that you're looking at it, that the pressure is there. So let's see the market cap, 881 million. So yes, we are close. We're talking about something close to $320 million. That's a lot, and you know what that means. I mean, you've seen it already. When money starts going, it changes things, and that is definitely why we had all the squeezes. You can see that this is definitely a short squeeze. You can see that it has printed on it. Sharp increase and sharp decline. You can see that sharp decline, definitely sharp rally, sharp decline. Meaning here. Short sellers and indeed sellers taking profit, short sellers getting more shares to short. So right now, those who bought up there, things are looking good at the moment for them, but the short interest is still very much there. So it will continue to keep the stock attractive, and eventually maybe rise to a certain level that the company might be able to raise funds and change this whole narrative. But right now, it is a stock to watch. You can't ignore it anymore. Yeah, it's just these days it is harder to make very good investment decisions. with stocks, very hard. And I think um, the approach before, sometime before now, a few years ago, would be to buy and probably hold, which is still very much in the case. Buy a very good company, well-known company, blue chip, and all American stock, buy it and hold. I think they're still very much a good decision. But things have changed since just before the pandemic, and in fact just but since 2001 to 2021, things have totally changed. Before then, you could buy the S&P 500, or even their futures, or their what is it called, their ETFs. Just put your money there. Every month it will double. I'm telling you honestly, you buy every month, money has doubled. This these especially the what is called the Dow ETFs and all that stuff. I know for sure. I used to do that myself as far back as 2017 from 2017 up to some around that sort of period. Buy it every month, the money doubles, or sometimes even two months, the money doubles. But these days it's not easy to get such gains. Indeed, we saw what happened when the retracement, with the correction of the pandemic. It was a good opportunity. There was a rally from then on to 4,800. As we saw, people made a fortune then. But I think the approach to investing has to be a very dynamic one, where buy for the future. Also, be ready to close your position like in the next minute. Just these are the things you have to have in mind as well. But at the same time as well, you can also decide that indeed I can let me buy them and keep them there for the future. There's every case that yes, some of these all American stocks, the growth stocks, that at some point they will come back and still continue to present the gains they have presented in the last few years. So it's things have changed, and the way people invest have also changed as well. Okay, so let's get back and see with what's going on with BBBY. Okay, down 13.87%. Okay, we're also looking at we also plan to look at BBIG, down 8.62. Let's get the short interest for BBIG. Okay, we don't have any figure there. I think it's an 18.34%. That's the short interest for BBIG. Okay, we also wanted to look at RWLK, Rewalk Robotics, up 0.31%. It was actually more than that earlier on. Let's see what the news is. There's no news there. Volumes 8,889. Let's see whether there's any short interest on RWLK. Okay, there isn't, but it seems its current short interest is about 1.86 million. It's going to take about 7 days. Short interest ratio 1.86 million shares. Let's see whether we can get its float. RWLK float. Okay, 54.88 million shares. Okay, short float is about 3.38. Okay, so not a huge amount. Okay, we also have okay, yeah, it's spiked up again. Again, is now 17.29. Something is going on there. Penny stock as well. Okay, let's see GCT as well. GCT, we know, I think debuted last week. Okay, now at $52. Giga Cloud Technology. I think it's yet another Hong Kong company. Up 8.29% now. No news yet. Volumes, it's 888,000. I think it still has a low float. That's another thing with GCT. Still has a very low float. I think 1.29 million shares were floated. So I think that's for now a key selling point for the stock, or the key reason why it's been apart from the interest is there, but and also the fact that it has a low float will definitely keep things keep it volatile as has been. AMC is another one we have to look at. AMC down 32.71%. Yes, that's going to be an interesting play as well. Buy the dip, 32.88%. Buy the dip is going to buy. Will they buy? Let's see what the news is for AMC. Gapping down, definitely one of them. Sign walled. Okay, I can imagine with this sort of news, you see AMC down, see sign wall plummets in volatile trading on possible bankruptcy filing. Wall Street bet stocks largely down pre-market. AMC Entertainment Holdings poised to plummet. AMC tumbles as sign walled stares at bankruptcy. Okay, let's see what the news is saying there. Thank you very much everyone that's joined. Subscribe, like and share. More likes if you can. The world's second largest cinema operator, which is looking, as you can imagine, second largest in the world. If it's in trouble, definitely will affect AMC for sure, even if AMC is doing well. World's second largest cinema operator, which is looking at ways to potentially I think we should be looking at that stock as well, because we know what happens when, if you mention bankruptcy with any stock these days, there's that's recipe for chatter. That's recipe for interest. Let's see, world's second largest cinema operator, which is looking at ways to potentially restructured its balance sheet. Says today one option was a voluntary Chapter 11 bankruptcy filed in the United States. Had $8.9 billion of net debt at the end of 2021. As we said, a lack of blockbusters was keeping movie goers away and impacting its balance sheet. Shares tumbled as much as 81% on Friday after the Wall Street Journal said Signwall was preparing to file for bankruptcy within weeks. AMC shared 31.9% in this pre-market. So let's see Signwall. Let's see what's going on with Signwall. Okay, Signwall. Let's see. Sidewalled. I think it's based in the UK, I think. Signwall Theatre chain confirms it's considering bankruptcy. Yes. RWLK is a British company which owns Regal Cinemas in the US and operates in 10 countries. Said bankruptcy is one option it's weighing. Okay. The company has 9,189 screens across 751 sites. Okay. Penny stock as well. Yes, we know that it plummeted 81% on Friday. Let's see. But it's been bearish for a long time now. Fingers crossed. But even if you don't play this, you can always play it with AMC. AMC, it's providing an opportunity through AMC to get involved with it. Okay, let's look at the next stock. XRTX, let's see. XRTX. Zotex Therapeutics. It is up 40.4%. Let's see what the news is. Okay, Zotex Therapeutics says bridging study shows increased bioavailability of zypyrinol formulation provided with food. Okay, let's see. Okay, positive top line results from a bridging study in kidney disease. Volumes, we have 1.732 million shares for XRTX. Has lost some of the gains. Now the gain is now 35.1%. So let's return to BBBY. Down 12.69. It's recouping some of those losses. So far, the loss in the lowest in this session is $9.34, currently at 9.64 now. Okay, let's see. Okay, the recent rebound on Wall Street has been partly credited to strong buying by traditionally small-time mom-and-pop investors. This investor base has changed dramatically in recent years, especially since COVID-19 pandemic. The flourishing of social media and online trading sites and apps has brought in a younger, more market-savvy cohort of to supplement the more traditional older investors who contribute to their retirement funds every month. Retail investors often arrive late at an investment party and are last to leave once it has fizzled out, usually with the worst hangover. There's evidence to suggest that this was what transpired earlier on this year when S&P 500 had its worst first half performance in more than half a century. Only this week, retail investors were sideswiped by the dramatic swings in shares of home retailer BBBY shares. The meme stock rocketed more than 130% early in the week, but plummeted 20% on Thursday and was down 40% early on Friday. According to Vanna Research, retail investors BBBY purchases and call option volatility or volumes soared to more than 70 times their all-time average, and rolling 5-day net purchases soared to $188 million on Wednesday. The share collapse will sting, but zoom out from the single single name stocks, and the S&P 500 and Nasdaq have rebounded almost 20 and 25% respectively from their troughs in mid-June. But analysts say this has been boosted by a strong rise in retail investors' purchases, which are now averaging $1.36 billion a day, and the rolling 21 day average is above $227 billion. Zoom out further, and the data shows that the retail investors remain strong buyers throughout the January to June market slump. Yes, the 21 rolling average got as low as $23 billion in the summer, $23 billion in the summer, but that was notably above the lows from last year, around $21 billion. It's worth noting, however, that any sway retail investors are having, let's see, having on Wall Street now may partly be because it's August, when liquidity is low and the big asset managers typically are on the beach. Okay, so it has to be something. It has to be something. There always has to be a reason why the market is rising or rallying. Equities may seem more of a tug and pull in late August and not on September, when most institutional investors return from their summer break. According to a Vanda analyst, he or she wrote on Wednesday, knowing to hold them. The new breed of retail investors has acquired the image of a flighty speculative day trader just looking to make a fast buck, especially in the riskier, frothier parts of the financial markets, such as crypto. That is true to some extent due to the post-pandemic liquidity splurge into financial markets that the Federal Reserve is now trying to reverse. But it may be a bit more nuanced than that. A survey of 1,000 US-based retail investors by social media platform eToro in June, when the market was on its knees, found that 80% of them buy or sell assets on a monthly basis or less often. At the time of the survey, some 65% of respondents had their investments, 29% had held and bought more, and only 6% had sold. Young investors were less likely to hold their investments. Still, 42% of investors aged 18 to 34 did just that, while 43% held and bought more, only 15% sold. Those numbers tie in with Vanda's analysis. Of course, it can be argued that retail investors are, broadly speaking, not the most sophisticated or nimble, and that they probably racked up hefty losses as the market went against them for months on end. But had they thrown in the towel and sold, the broader market rout could have been even worse. The stabilization of recent weeks may have tempted some retail investors to come back in, but they never really left. They have been holding, says Callie Cox, eToro's US investment analyst. She reckons there is a growing argument that the bottom is in for stocks, but cautioning retail investors not to get carried away. Yes, we have an expert we follow on this channel, that is Bob Kendall. According to him, as recent as yesterday, he doesn't think the market has bottomed. Sorry, he doesn't think he thinks there's still some rally, even though according to him, some bear mongers are saying that there's more retracement coming. But to him, based on what his data is telling, we are likely to still test that for 4,000 to 4,320 on the S&P 500. We're likely to get back up there again. Okay, so let's see where we are right now in this pre-market session. We are currently at 4177, and according to him as well, this sort of level, anything below 4,180 is a bargain. we saw in this pre-market session when it got down to 4,180 and spiked up again above 4,180. So the market is going open in about an hour and some few minutes. Yeah, the point I'm trying to make here is that some are saying that you know, it's still very much a bear. It's the bear market, yes, but in the short term, at least within this quarter, there's a good chance if what the predictions are, if what the data is pointing out, we can still get to 4,320 again. We got there sometime last week or thereabout. You know, so moving on. Let's see. Okay, so that is Kelly Cox, eToro's U.S. investment analyst. She reckons there's a growing argument that the bottom is in for stocks, but it's cautioning retail investors not to get carried away. We're not yet back at the highs or wild days of 2021, and we're trying to set the expectations more realistically. Analysts at Citi agrees, that is a Citi Group. They agree. They have identified 25 bear market rallies since the 1920s, ranging from 2 days to 128 days in duration, and from 11% to 47% in size. Yes, indeed, you know, there will be rallies and all that stuff. We're not saying that the bear market is there for sure, but the rally is still going to happen. There's a good chance it will continue to happen. You know, that's the space we are in right now. So yeah, indeed, even when how would I say now, there's more caution when the market is rallying than it is right now. The losses are not going to be as painful as it were before, when the market was at 4,800. Right now it's at 4,175. You know, there's far less to fear, you know, than when it was up there at 4,800. You know. Okay, there were such rallies from 2001 to 2002, 4 in the 2008 and 2009 period, and 2 so far this year. The median rally is 18% in 30 days, compared with the current rebound of 18% over 42 trading days. As such, the rally is already relatively mature, they wrote on Thursday, and the 18th of August, advising clients to stay underweight stocks. The opinions expressed here are those of the author. Okay, so yeah, in any case, that's interesting. Let's get back and see what BBBY is doing. Still down 12.33. Let's see what's going on with AMC. AMC down 34.91%, presenting a buy the deep opportunity, because Cineworld, the second largest cinema operator in the world, is considering filing for bankruptcy in the US. Cineworld is a British cinema operator. Okay, let's look at XRTX. Zotex Therapeutics up 29.8%. RWLK RWLK rather. RWLK. Rewalk Robotics up 17.29. We haven't found any news behind this rally. Not a lot of shares across the tape there, 9,000 only. GCT Giga Cloud up 12.16%. Let's see what the news is. 1.035 million shares have crossed the tape. Low float at the moment, still a low float. I debuted about a week ago or thereabout. So we're counting down. We have about an hour and 5 minutes before the market opens. Let's see what the S&P futures is at. 4,178 at the moment. Let's refresh and see what the broader market opinion is, or the broader market news is. S&P futures versus fair value is a negative 48.3, and on the Nasdaq it's a negative 212.9. S&P 500 futures are down for 6 points and are trading 1.2% below fair value. The Nasdaq 100 futures are down 104% and are 1.6% below fair value. The Dow Jones Industrial Average futures are down 302 points and are trading 0.9% below fair value. Futures for the major indexes indicate a lower open, with market participants still feeling the market is due for a consolidation period after getting ahead of itself in recent gains. There is some anxiousness in play this morning ahead of the Jackson Hole Fed Symposium this week, with Chairman Powell set to speak on Friday. In other central bank news, your ECB policymaker Nagel said the ECB must keep raising rates regardless of the risk of a recession. On the flip side, the People's Bank of China lowered its 1-year loan prime rate by 5 basis points to 3.65%, and the 5-year loan prime rate was lowered 15 basis points to 4.3%. WTI crude down 0.1% to $90.4 per barrel. Okay, Treasury yields are mixed. The 2-year notes yield on up 1 basis point to 3.2%, while the 10-year note is down 1 basis point to 2.97%. Yes, AMC is now the most active. Let's get back and see what's going on there. Down 36.29%. 8.47 million shares have crossed the tape. Okay, let's see where it can rebound to based on what has happened alone in this session. 17.8 is where it dropped off from, and we have this low of 12.47. 17.8. That's the difference. Multiply by 2.618. Add that to the current price of 11.45. So we are looking at roughly $30 for AMC. Is that possible? Let's even have a look and see where it has been of late. $30 is what we are getting there. $30, yes. Okay, last time actually closed towards that sort of level was in March, so that's a bit ambitious, but not long ago it was above $25. Okay, let's see other charts and see what's going on there. 10 minutes. Okay, all the way back to the 17th of August, AMC hasn't reached $30. Let's try 5 minutes. Let's try 60 minutes. Okay, so far, based on what 60 minutes is indicating, we haven't reached there before. 30 minutes, $26 is okay, well, something close to this level. Based on what has happened now, it can rebound towards $30, but there's no guarantee that's going to happen. Okay, Bed Bath & Beyond down 13.24 now. $2.64 million shares have crossed the tape. Let's compare that to AMC. AMC I think is 8 million thereabout. Yeah, 8 million, 8.7. So I think market participants are definitely watching AMC. They're watching AMC as well. Yeah, watching AMC. That huge retracement is going to attract deep buyers for sure. We're counting down less than an hour before the market opens. BBIG down 11.21%. No news. $1.749 million shares for BBIG. Indeed, there are a lot of stocks that are in the move. Let's see what the folks at Benzinga are saying. We're going to have a look at them. While we're there, S&P futures is at 4178.27. Okay, SMMT, let's see. Okay, Summit Therapeutics up 62.73. Okay, SM up 60%. Okay, let's find out why SMMT is why it rallied. There must be some news there. Okay, well, no news. 3.955 million shares across the tape. Penny stock as well. Let's find out more if it's it has a low float. Okay, not small float, not small as such. 25.65 million shares for SMMT. And then shares shorted is 3.4%. There must be some positive news out there concerning the stock. We have it here, let's see. Yes, thank you very much. If you just joined us, subscribe, like and share. Let's find out why this SMMT is rallying. No news there. Okay, so far it's gained 50.91%. It's cooling off from the highs of 1.835 levels. So let's look at SVRE. Savarone 2014 Limited up 52%. $6.544 million shares across the tape so far. Okay, let's return see BBBY. Down 15.59%. Volumes, let's see, 2.965. AMC is seeing more volumes, down almost 40%. $9.505 billion shares across the tape for AMC. Huge volumes going on there. Most active right now. 40% decline. That's a huge attraction. Combine that with the short interest. Buy the deepers definitely are going to be looking at what's going on here for AMC. The news is that Signwall, you must have heard as of Friday last week. That's Friday the 19th, the company indicated that it's considering filing for bankruptcy in the US. The company owns about 7,000 sites all over the world. So we're counting down to the open. 50 minutes before the market opens or less than that. BBIG, let's see. Down 9.91%. GCT. Okay, you can see that up 20.81%. Are they pushing it again? Let's see, well, we're gonna find any news. No news yet. Okay, let's see, XRTX. Zotex up 35.1%. SMMT, Summit Therapeutics up 45.45. SVRE. Silver 120.14. Up 54.32%. RWLK. Rework Robotics up 1.3%. Let's return to AMC. Retracing and plummeting 39.45%. That's the loss now for AMC on heavy volumes. 10.87 million shares. So buyers are definitely in control. You can see the RSI is below 50, indicating that this is a market that is dominated by sellers at the moment. So to momentum as well. Momentum is below 25. It's oversold at the moment. So there's a good chance the majority of the shares, this 10 million shares, are from sell transactions. BBBY it's down 16.41% at $9.16. Convergence down 9.91%. GCT, let's see, was up 20% earlier on. Okay, it's cooled off, lost about 2% now. Momentum is quite strong. RSI is indicating that buyers are in control of what's going on right now. There's new news for GCT. Volume is 1.473 million shares. Still have enough time before the market opens, about 42 minutes. Okay, we can see there SGFY. Let's see. This is the. Okay, let's see. CFI Health Inc. up 41.51%. Charter. Amazon, United Health, CVS Health, Option Care Health are competing to acquire Signify Health, according to a Bloomberg report. United Health submitted the higher offer exceeding $30 per share, while Amazon bid was closely behind. While final bids are expected by 6th of September, Signify will hold a board meeting today to discuss the offers. Wall Street Journal also reported on Sunday that Amazon was among bidders for the healthcare company. According to people familiar with the matter, Signify and Option Care did not immediately respond to a request for comment from the news agency, while representatives for CVS, Amazon, and United declined to comment to Bloomberg. So we have seen $30 per share according to what they're indicating there. Okay, so the stock has actually reached that sort of level now. Indicating it's already too late to get involved with the stock. If you just joined us, thank you very much. Drop a comment below and let us know what you think. AMC down 39%. We'll buy the deepest circle and buy the stock. We think it has potential to rally to around $30, but it hasn't reached that sort of level since mid-March of this year, 2022, and it was actually rejected at that sort of level. Let's have a look and see. Yeah, it actually, actually never really got close. Well, it got close, but never crossed it. Never crossed that $30. The last time we crossed about $30 will be in December. Last time it was convincingly above that was also in December as well. December of last year. If you just joined us, thank you very much. Let us know what you think in the comment box below. Give us a thumbs up if you think what we're doing is okay. Okay, AMC is down 39.35%. This comes as Sign World, the second largest cinema operator in the world, is considering filing for bankruptcy in the US. As you can imagine, that would definitely affect AMC, and it is presenting a buying opportunity. But if you want to get involved, just be really careful. Just be really careful. So right now, buyers are making their presence felt. Momentum is just improving slightly. So to RSI as well. Okay, let's look at XRTX, shorted therapeutics, up 35.1%. Okay, let's look at SMMT, up 39.09%. Some therapeutics. Did we get any news? No news. There must be some news out there. And SVRE sub 1 2014, up 56.8%. RWLK. The news behind RWLK's rally hasn't filtered through yet. Up 1.3%. Okay, let's see. GCT. Giga Cloud up 16.66%. Okay, let's see. BBBY down 16.5%. Is that enough deep for buyers to buy? Okay, somebody actually mentioned REV. Let's see what's going on. Revlon is up 2.47%, and they're saying it's number one on the Fintel short squeeze list. So it has a short squeeze score of about 99.23. 99.23, that is REV. So right now momentum is almost totally spent, but RSI is holding up, but buyers are just slightly in control of the market at the moment concerning REV. Momentum is not there at all. Okay, not very much of, not a lot of stocks have crossed the tape so far. There's also APDN there on that list, APDN. Down 2.68%. We're counting down. We have about 31 minutes before the market opens. Low float IPO stock. IPO as of last week, up at 17.06%. Low float as well, as I indicated earlier on. So this is the S&P futures. It's at 4176. find out what GCT has. I don't think we're going to see much there. Okay, these figures are blank, so let's move elsewhere and see whether we can find what we can find. GCT, is there any chance these guys have it already? Oh, they do. From these. Okay, they don't have shares floated. Okay, yeah, shares floated. Look at that. 360,000. Shares outstanding 30.43. Shares floated is 360,000. So expect maybe the stock to even rally more, and then expect a dilution thereafter. Or even if it doesn't rally more, if it's diluted about. Yeah, but expect something to happen. Expect them to sell more shares. Maybe not in the short term, but in the long term, pretty much. We're counting down now. We have 5 minutes before the market opens. GCT has lost about 7% of its from its highest point in this session. It reached 58.56 at some point. .609 million shares have crossed the tape. 16.41%. That's the loss for BBBY. BBIG is down 11.21%. AMC, let's see whether it's still at 39%. Okay, it's gained about 2%. Momentum is strongly bullish right now for AMC based on this 1 minute live chart. There's a good chance they might rally. There's a good chance there might be some rally. Would that be a bearish rally or rather right now for AMC it's a bear market? So yeah, it could rally from the lows where it is right now. You know, there's a good chance it's down 37.62%. So it won't be out of place if you see a spike even above $18 in this session. We're counting down. We have 21 minutes before the market opens. Okay, yes, it's climbing just slightly below its volume weighted average price on this 1 minute chart for AMC. There's a good chance it's going to rally when the market opens. Market is opening in 19 minutes. Let's even look at the S&P futures. Climbing. We're likely to see a rally here as well on the S&P futures when the market opens. AMC is momentum is waning right now, but RSI is still indicating that buyers are in firm control of what's going on right now for stock. $13.39 million shares have crossed the tape for AMC. Okay, let's see. BBIG down 12.93. Bed Bath and Beyond down 14.6. Momentum is quite strong. Regardless, RSI is also improving. GCT up 17.79%. GNPX XRTX up 27.15%. SMMT Therapeutics up 31.82%. Momentum is waning at the moment. RSI is also quite poor as well. SMMT is up 30%.